Hi everyone, this is Damage Gamer, and I'll be returning to Roguetech. So currently loading a mission. Also need to do a bunch of other things as usual. So something has happened. That happened during the day because I didn't want any leakage of things that could potentially happen. Because it's a very ambitious task. If you were here during the stream yesterday, you would have heard me talk about how some systems were lost and stuff. Yeah, this is what it's all about. But I didn't want to leak any information, so I I kept it large. I mean, you could have saw it and you probably could have pieced it together. Is this cargo? Okay, so that's defeat the enemy, no reinforcements, quick and easy. Just need to find a good spot to drop. So we're nice and flat. So I will talk about what has happened once I get to the map. It's kind of hard to explain it without the map. You see the mission, but yeah. All right, okay. Let me put on my earphones. Just getting things sorted out. Don't mind me. So we do have allies who are probably 100 million miles away. Yep. I knew it. Oh my god, there's actually no I'm surprised there's actually no veto allies. I've had one where all four were vetoes. It's like, whoa, that's a lot. So, oh, that's a lot more damage I would have preferred. But that's because we're kind of packed together, so it makes it easy targets for those myths. Hey Adeptus, been too long, sorry about that, how you been? Hey, don't apologize, real life come first, I understand. But how are you doing? I'm doing alright. My faction did some crazy things over today, so yeah. It wasn't real life, it was just forgetting. Ah, that's fine. I understand, I'm pretty forgettable. But yeah, don't apologize. It's okay. It just means you have other things to do. Fully understandable. Let's. Yeah, there's a Jaeger mech. I sent a veto out and it's more or less dead. Yeah, hope you're doing well. And you know, I understand. Right. Sometimes we need to get away from Roguetech. Atlas. Whoa. I hit the head if I destroyed the life support. Ooh. Can I finish it off? That'd be hilarious. Let's see if you could draw some fire. The odds of that hitting the head again is so unlikely. It's not impossible, but yeah, not very likely. But you know, my lands haven't really changed much, Adeptus. The main difference is that now I have, like, the main difference is just that our faction map has changed a lot since you last watched, so like a lot. It's been a pretty hectic ride. I'm totally fine with. For online map, there is like in 2 weeks, like after 31st, there'll be like season 1.5, so things will be changing a bit, and then we'll wait until season 2. My way. Double time. So when was the last time you played Roguetech?
No, they both had it. One of them's in the river and the other one's on the other side, burning.
Huh. Alright, let's see if we can hit it.
More negative waves.
Not the best outcome because the legs are actually pretty beefy. They actually absorb a lot of the shot. 132 now. Oh, okay. Anyway, more New Vegas and Minecraft. Ah, okay. See. You gotta get your creativity stuff on. That's cool.
Got it, Commander. Commander. Double time.
Yeah, no, for me, I'll probably once season 1.5 comes, I'll probably be playing this a bit less. It will still be consistent. Just that I'm gonna add in other games.
Good to go.
Right now, just in the thick of things. So.
Right, Commander.
Who has a higher initiative? It should be the Mechs. So let's say she heard it bad. Let's try to hit the head.
All weapons are go.
No. New Vegas. Like Fallout New Vegas? Oh, is that called something else? I mean, there are so many games out there. Some of them do share similar names. I wouldn't be surprised if I'm way off.
No short-range missiles remaining.
You can't hit the other one because I move you where the angle is favorable. Can we hit the Owen? Like that Owen can survive a shot anywhere. Give its legs probably. I mean, the extra damage will transfer to the current torso, so. Oh, you're too slow.
Waiting for orders.
Yeah, the recent changes. Well, not that recent, but definitely a little annoying.
Someone in this thing, you don't get in this.
I mean, maybe the bandit will be faster.
Yes, Commander.
Okay. Alright, thanks. Appreciate it. So I found a bug and I logged it earlier. What happened is if a mech doesn't exist, it actually shows up as Thomas the Train. I was like, what the hell is that? Initially I thought it was a super heavy. I'm like, I don't have super heavy enabled. Oh, that was funny. Yep, the rep equals me.
Go more negative waves.
So yeah, I'm definitely looking to diversify things after this season end. I feel like I played a bit too much. Invincible Super Heavy Thomas the Tank Engine. Oh, you fought that one. Wait, you actually fought it? I mean, it only had what 21,000 armor. I don't even know how much health it has. No, I just know what they are. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I encountered a mission just before this. I mean, gonna go for. Wow, these are bundled really well. They're gonna sell pretty good. I just need money. It also debuffs your mech so they can't do damage. Oh, can it? I heard that they do it so that people will actually report it, as opposed to trying to beat it, win it, and be like, life goes on. I mean, technically you could avoid it by doing another contract. Yeah, no, the moment when you click on it, it says it's unlocked. Oh, you can build and sell some Mechs. Yes, and Atlas. Unless they're different variants. Yeah, no, I was trying to. Well, I'm glad you're here now because now I can explain the map. But after I cleaned out the storage. I've only kept a few things. So, ready that. and ready that to sell it. As you can see, I'm only keeping like the bare minimum now. I mean, I have a good bank now. I don't know how much my bank was before. That's 330 mil, so I needed to get around. So yeah, this is the Valkyrie we have now. We pretty much ate up Steiner. Why is there a company in Duran? I don't even know. So I was doing mission in Tharkad. That's where the Thomas. And then we have some of these where clan wolves are taking stuff. I'll have to deal with that. We also have clan wolf Dixie. Wow, that's pretty annoying. It's okay, I'll remember. Thinking those will be easy. But yeah, we basically ate like, I say a fifth of. No, that's not all. I think Steiner's bigger. And then we also did something crazy. We took Clinton, and then we negotiated a quarter with Clan Barak. So we took Caledonia, or rented Caledonia, Alcor, Churton, Mia Placidus, Bonaire, Orenson, so we could deal with these Steiner systems. Yeah, it's holy cow. Wait, what? Okay, yeah, no, I was reading the wrong thing. Yeah, right now we have invaded the last stronghold of Steiner. They can fortify all they want. They are not going to hold us back. Renting planets, that's great. Yeah, they will return it later on, but you know, the idea is that they're like, yeah, we want to see them gone. So that's pretty good. Alright, I'm going to. I don't have any more contracts there. I would rather keep moving. But yeah, they will take it back. But yeah, they don't want Steiner as a neighbor anyways, because Steiner takes systems from them. So it is pretty annoying. And all of these events. Alright. Okay, sticks we already have. Ambush. It's pirates. I don't care about pirates. Yeah, the problem here is finding the right missions. Because these border so many different factions, finding the right missions can be tricky. Wait, it says sticks? Oh. I'm like, oh, we took that. I haven't been keeping track of this. Earlier, Tharkad was attacked by Steiner. They're trying to liberate it, so I had to do a couple missions there. But yeah, this bank is necessary so I could like move back and forth without worrying too much about finances. Otherwise, you go broke very quickly. Because it took me like 33 days to travel from Tharkad to this area. So that's like at least 1 month gone. So expensive. So I'm probably gonna be moving around often. Let's see. This depends. Okay, New Athens. Pirates. Oof. Not having a lot of luck. Yeah, long trips are expensive. But luckily with this bank, it's not that much of an issue. Yeah, the craziest thing is we're like invading this far. Like we already had some issues where some rogue Baroque players, so players that aren't active on Discord, so they don't know, they took away, you know, they took back those planets that we were renting. But yeah, this is how we power through. We're trying to establish a foothold, and then once that happens, it's gonna be great because we're gonna wipe Steiner off the map. At least that's the plan. I will even take recovery. Okay, good. We have 2 missions. Do I want to do a recovery? Let's do recovery. Because right now this is like at 128%. So the impact is less. Might as well pick the one that has lower impact to begin with, so I'm losing less. If that makes sense. Like, if it's a 20% reduction, if I only get 10 influence, or compared to 20 influence, one I lose 2, and the other I lose 4. So I'm gonna do the lower one to help its offset, or at least minimize the losses. Yeah, no, like fighting these wars really teach you about how to optimize more. It's been 11 minutes since I did the last mission. I care because of that 20-minute cooldown thing. I just switched back so that in case I need to... What are we doing? I should really read some of these. I suddenly just go in and be like, oh, okay, memory core, easy. Nice and quick. Sometimes there aren't even turrets. No, these don't have turrets. It's not capture or destroy base. It's just whatever enemies hit them with railguns. Profit. That's simple. But yeah, fighting clans is a lot tougher. That's for sure. Like, to get those planets, because it's Clan Burrock, right? 5 mechs or vehicles per lance, it really starts adding up.
Minor damage.
Like, fighting against these guys. Oh my god, I can't believe they're bringing wolfhounds. What is this? This is like the ultimate insult. They're like, hey, we have wolfhounds. It's like, are you kidding me? That's only a 50%. I don't feel like doing a coin flip.
Firing a full salvo.
Yeah, that's what I think of your wolfhound.
Mech destroyed.
Diner.
Standing by.
Not very much.
On the move.
Victor. Oh, they brought 2.
Go.
Twice as terrifying, huh? It's like, oh no, they have 2 wolfhounds. I'd be scared if I was running mediums. At least against these guys. Pretty sure these variants are more dangerous. Better equipment.
Took a hard hit there.
The game seems a little sluggish. Maybe it's just me. Yeah, it feels really sluggish. I don't know why.
Full speed, no target.
Let's just deal with this wolfhound.
Roger that.
Because the other ones still have evasion. Like the drop 6 evasion protection. So not quite worth the time.
Drinking wine and eating cheese and catching some sprays.
Let's reserve. So this Templar 3 can also move. Actually, for Templar 3, this is like a great map. Because they usually get cooked pretty easily.
Taking some heavy damage.
I mean, they still do.
I can't take much more of this.
And hit that wolfhound. Yes. I mean, if they cook it anymore, it would just shut down. I still don't. I'm still not impressed with the tandem rockets. They're
SRMs. Proud.
probably the way for tandem to be useful is if you have like large amounts MRMs, because then you start hitting hard enough, or at least hitting often enough that you could crit things out.
Affirmative.
Of course, it does depend on.
Like that shot.
Yeah, you still need a lot. Alright. I'm glad I'm not on the receiving end of that. Which one is this? Oh yeah, Fafners are terrifying. Oh, these are things I don't want to encounter firsthand. It's like, ugh. I would probably lose a mech. But to be fair, it did have the rear of that Templar, so that is like especially bad. And to think I was gonna cook it. It's like, oh, I'm just gonna, you know, throw some incendiaries and stuff.
Hey, look, you know, if those engines are turning over, we can sneak right up the edge
Oh,
of town. Nobody
please tell
will
me
notice,
it's
right?
not. Okay, that's a bit overkill. Okay, maybe just more than just a bit, but did I do something wrong? Oh no, I don't have to kill. Yeah.
Full throttle.
Just throw everything at it because there won't be enemy reinforcements. I don't need any of those for later.
No chance, man. No, they both had it. One of them's in the river and the other one's on the other side, bro.
Okay, can I? Oh man, can you imagine if I could just get enough height to rail gun it in the face? That'd be fun.
Ending by.
And now I'm gonna be removing. Let's reserve.
Yeah.
I find the bandit is best when the enemy actually has full structure, because in those cases it's not doing too well. Do that. Let's see if we could cook it further. Very good. I mean, maybe that was redundant because now we have some daisy cutters. Or was it one of them?
Solid connection on that.
Did I use only one?
Flamer is empty.
I feel like I didn't click one of them.
Heavy hit, Commander.
Oh, that's gone. That is gone. I check. I'm so confused now.
Awaiting orders.
Alright, now I have to get to this target zone. Just have to move vetoes. Everything that's slow doesn't have to do anything.
Taking that protective stance.
The bandit is really fast.
Let's move.
Well, it depends on the terrain, but sometimes I find the bandit is more reliable.
Standing by.
Because it runs so low, like vetoes could get shot at from a lot of different locations. A bandit, if you have some cover, unless they have indirect fire, they are not going to hit you. And that's the advantage it has.
Always with the negative wave.
Go in.
Go more negative waves.
Wait, did I do a mission? No, I did that recovery. Did I not note down the time? Well, I will find out soon enough. I will find out soon enough. I will note down this time though. Yeah, no, I got to be more vigilant. Be more vigilant on these matters. Are they taking back Tharkat? Not right now. I mean, we might lose some to enemy rogues here and there, but life will go on. At least I hope so. Wow. All here is terrible. I don't know, 4 victors. Yeah, right now, what I get from salvage is purely for selling. Maybe if I get something really rare, I'll keep it, but otherwise, yeah, no. Yeah, I think I screwed up timing. Just gonna say post failure. Otherwise, it's money. Yeah, no, right. I mean, see, that's the thing, right? My lance is, I mean, there's definitely room to improve. But I feel like currently, because the season end is coming soon, there's kind of no reason in doing anything crazy. So my lance works, and since it works, might as well. Holy cow. 272. They are going a bit overboard with these fortifications. Like, overboard. So this was at what? 120 something? So now this should hit a bit harder. Let's capture base. Like honestly, the idea of renting systems, reach this small bubble of Steiner systems, and then attack them is pretty nuts on its own. I will admit it. Like I mean, I will admit it's a pretty crazy thing, and I don't think the Steiner were ready for it. Otherwise, they would fortify all of their systems. But now we're like taking this one. Be back after. Have a great break. So they were on Palos. How is Palos doing? It probably hasn't flipped yet. Yeah, only we got the 4%, but it was like 120 something. So not that surprising.
Command interface initiated.
This is capture base. Just gotta pay attention to the time. Got the facility. There might be turrets. Honestly, for a lot of these, turrets is terrifying to deal with. Yeah, that's fine. I have some air units on rocks. Doesn't matter.
I heard there were aliens buried in the ice. I got icicles growing in all the wrong places.
Do I see any enemy? I don't see any enemy. Oh wait, never mind. Oh no, those are not turrets. Oh, there's no turrets. Okay. I mean, there might be reinforcements for these. But yeah, there's actually no turrets. I was like, wait, how do I get the rear of a turret? The answer is you don't. And right now, I like to just reserve the first couple of turns. No point risking my units.
For my opening.
And most of them don't have enough accuracy to like even hit 6 evasion reliably. That's why I said there's definitely room to improve for my lance. Vulture can be kind of annoying. Vetoes. Like a lot of the times it just feels like there's always enemies that are just anti-veto. And vetoes just don't have that survivability.
I do for ya. Gotcha.
Grand Dragon. Let's do kinetic. Artemis.
Roger that. Firing on target. And there's more where
I mean, to be fair,
standing by.
like vehicles and those don't have a lot of battle computers to begin with. Hunchback.
Confirmed.
I don't know if I want to use my rockets yet. Maybe I want to save it for possible reinforcements.
Moving to position.
I think they always show up. Maybe on lower difficulty it's less likely.
I think things are
But on these higher ones, capture base always sees enemies. Reinforcements.
Wait your command. Let's move.
I was like, I could do 30% and trying to hit it, but forget it.
Got it, Commander.
So let's see the chance. I mean, it's reasonable without sensors and stuff.
Oh, man.
I mean, just ask the hunchback. Didn't enjoy that. I would have to say no, but you know,
Affirmative.
that's probably gonna miss.
Affirmative.
Yep.
Ready for orders. On the move.
I still think that us Valkyrie are just crazy. Or even considering the idea of doing this, like it's just nuts. And then we succeed, that's like all Steiner's fault. It's like, how? You had all the advantages. And this is absurd, a bunch of pirates wiping out a major faction. Like, what's even crazy is when you think about it, right? We have to go into, we gotta go through Clan Baroque territory
Hard opening.
with a very thin corridor where a lot of things could go wrong. And then
Confirmed.
wait, oh, there's one more. Right, we have a very thin corridor,
Daniel.
which is very easy to stop. And then not only that, but
I hit something
like
good.
in theory, we are more or less trying to attack through a fortified location where they have every single advantage. But we're actually kind of breaking through. Now, I don't know what will happen overnight. Ooh, a possible turret mount.
Hard hit there.
Lots of armor.
Hey, Kelly, what the hell's going on out there, man?
Great, now I have more repairs. Thanks, stupid vulture. What do I think of you?
Reporting critical
Yeah, the
hit.
less they have, the
I'm
better.
about to put you onto something very good, and you are giving me a problem. This sector is so screwed
I just
up,
find it,
nobody knows where the
like,
lines are, where our lines are. I'm
the
through with
the
all
crazy
the
thing is
lines.
Steiner also have more players than us. Like, more companies.
Probably.
They have like 40 something. We have like almost 8. So in terms of numbers, in terms of territory, is there a chance of hitting? If this hits, I'll be like, I mean, like hitting my own. I'm like, I mean, sometimes you don't quite know the arcs. At least I don't quite know the arcs.
Roger that.
It just feels like they're either really disorganized. I mean, they're still active, but they're probably doing a bunch of other things.
Commander.
You know, whatever they feel like. And against, I guess, a dedicated faction like ours, it's pretty obvious that
Engaging target.
Waiting for
we are going to
confirmed.
Especially with the end of the season's almost here, we're like, we just want to get it done, right? We want to say we wiped out Steiner, the Laren, Commonwealth. I think it's Commonwealth.
Before orders.
I don't always know the names. I think they're Commonwealth, not Confederate.
Awaiting orders.
I actually have to be careful because I actually don't know where the reinforcements are going to come from. And if they show up behind us, we're taking some shots from the front is going to be really bad.
Ready.
Let's do well, I want to do a back-to-back, but that didn't quite work out.
Aye aye.
That definitely didn't work out.
On the move. Target locked.
Yes, Commander. Got it.
Good to go.
And also going through clan territory just help I feel like improve our battle efficiency. Oh, that's cute. You are very cute, my friend, but you're a little outnumbered. Okay, more than a little, but I probably don't want that dropship to drop right on top. I know you have to trigger it, but Bandit, crit something. Crit something.
Reporting critical. Before orders.
Meanwhile, my demolisher is like stands there in the back. Like life goes on. But there should be reinforcements that will come. I'll be very shocked if there isn't. That's why I could freely attack this Thunderhawk and be like, eh.
Inflicted some heavy damage.
Picking up a new sensor trace. Looks like enemy
Okay, I'm glad I did the back-to-back now. It's like,
to secure the area command.
oh, that is actually really scary.
Hostile contacts on.
Affirmative.
Battlehawk. Oh, of course they have a lamb. Lambs are annoying because they take so long to process their turns. Like, so long. And they actually hit reasonably hard. Berserker. Actually, at this range, this will actually be fairly scary. Hawk Lamb. Gonna take like 40 seconds to process his turn. Alright, folks. Yeah, that thunder. How bad is it? These lamps take too long, in my opinion. But it's understandable. They can move very far. And since they can also jump jet, it means that their options are even more numerous. Maybe if I aim for the middle one, there's no way I'm missing. It's like I'm gonna hit something. Just by chance. Warhammer is gonna hurt. SRMs and ER large lasers. Oh, thank you.
Reporting internal damage.
Crazy. I mean, like, so many positive ways. Maybe we can't lose. You're on.
Oh, hit it. Good. This is what I like Railgun. They make my mission so much faster. Like, so much. I do have to be careful because I could end the mission if I do this too quick.
Target confirmed.
I know I shot down my own and also damaged my other ones, but
Hey, Kelly, what the hell's going on out there, man?
Take much more.
life goes on.
Locked on target.
This is Warhammer still surviving. Just stubborn.
Flamer's empty.
But most of the repair bills were caused by me. I will take responsibility for that.
Don't need to tell me twice.
That's probably too close for those anyways. Finish it off. Apparently you could eliminate the layer reinforcements, not finish off the layer garrison. And you can still finish this. Honestly, a daisy cutter against a lamb is... let's use it on you. I'm not gonna use it on a lamb, so...
That one's gone. Flamer is empty.
I still have 4 minutes. It's on the... I mean, how much armor does it have? I mean, if both of those hit... Does it have cover? The show cover? From forest, obstructed. But if those numbers are correct, that's 229. 229. That's more than his center, torso, armor, and HP, so yeah, I might have to wait a bit. Brock is also pushing to Steiner. Interesting. I mean, in theory, we didn't exactly say, hey, you have to leave all this territory to us, so that's understandable. It does make our position a bit weaker in the area, but I mean, we lose it. Life sucks, but yeah. I mean, in a way, the lamb wasn't a bad thing since it actually allowed us. Actually, what I should have done is, with my longbow, actually hit it with the thunderbolt and incendiary LRMs to cook it. Because once it's shut down, it's so much easier to get rid of. I'm expecting Diner to fully retaliate though. Please. I'm so confused with these borders. It's not something I'm familiar with, because normally we work with the Steiner proper, so this region is like did these actually belong to Steiner before? Wow, yes, Steiner actually starts with huge territory, and now they're left with how many systems? I mean, it will still go up and down because Steiner now has, I mean, they're not that low. They have 23 systems. They start with like 400 something. But yeah, right now there's a big Davian and Yarn folks. 594 and 582. Oh, nothing interesting. Note. Alright. Actually, I could probably sensor lock it. Maybe reduce its evasion. Oh, I can. Okay, that's bad for it. Let's see. Where the hell am I? See, I don't know this area well enough, so it's like I don't know. The Kumoy? I believe Kumoy. Oh, now I know what he means by Holovid.
Ready.
Okay, now I could just... Oh wait, why did I... Oh, I made it. I thought it was done. Alright, I have to use air burst against the air version.
That hit something. Orders.
Yeah, right now I'm not set on location. I just go where I can find contracts. Hey, those. Hello, hello. What system are we on? The one right of. I don't know the names. This system is too new. I think it's the Qmoy. We'll find out soon enough once I get out of this battle. Yeah, no. Right now I'm just jumping between systems and see where I can find contract. Honestly, I'm not like dedicated to I'm going to take this one down. Some of them are really close, like 9 days away. So I could jump between them within a month a couple of times, do missions, and I feel like I like having more funds. I mean, we do have some harder to tackle ones. I've seen some Steiner systems with like 200 something fortifications, so those are going to be fun. We'll probably save it for last. Ah, that sucks. But luckily going back to Palos is like 9 days, so I mean I don't know how many days I have left in this month. But odds are I'm probably gonna go to Palos, just jump back and forth, chip away at these fortifications, and then we'll continue. I mean, if it's encouraging though, Steiner has 23 systems left. They started with like 30. Wait, that doesn't even add up. We took 4. We took 4. Okay, maybe 28. The Klaberok took Thawing. We took 4. Unless like Davian or others. Oh no, they lost some in the society event. We took 5. Barok took 2. We took 5. Wait. We took 1, 2, 3. I only count 4. I don't know what's the 5th one you speak of. like that's Clamburrock. So one above. Yeah, see this one? New Athens. 1, 2. Oh, we took 5. Okay. Okay. We're more efficient than I thought. You haven't visited? No, the New Athens. I think you guys visited. I was dealing with but yeah, like this is perfect. 9 days, jump back and forth, get new contracts. Right? It's quick and easy. Like this is really bad for Steiner because we're able to be more efficient. Someday I might have to revisit it just to take it back from Steiner. I'm expecting them to like resist fiercely. That's why we gotta make a lot of progress tonight. So that they have a lot of work to do. Okay, inbound. Yeah, I forgot to do this. Let's do that. Alright, so we have this mission. We have that's Barok, so don't care. Oh, we have another assassination. How many assassinations are we gonna do? You did one? Actually, wait, what's the... I have one more contract. Oh, okay. I mean, Procrastic is taking a break, so I guess it's just me. Yeah, no worries. Just, I mean, great job. We re-established the jump points, and then now we're already invading this. I don't know how fiercely they'll fight back. Probably a lot, honestly. But yeah, I hope to do enough damage that for them to push back, it would be a huge pain in the side. But they do have some heavily fortified locations, so. Like if all of these we get to 100, and we take like half of them. Is it possible? I mean, the other one I also got it below 100%. That's like 3 missions. This one, you and me do it. Maybe one more mission. Past endeavors. And we are good at cracking sieges. See, I'm less worried about the sieges. I'm more worried about them pushing us back and then Rogue Baroque take away our jump points. At that point, I don't think we're willing to try again. Fortify this foothold a bit. Or if we could take the majority of it.
Command interface initiated.
But we'll see how many missions I have in me. Okay, they have 1 reinforcement. Kind of cute. Might give them hope. Like the problem is defending is so ineffective, right? Like you defend in such small increments. A lot of the time it's easier to crack it. Alright, so you are there. With only 3 others. I don't think that's enough of a bodyguard, my friend. Or maybe nobody told you that. They get more faster, it's more efficient, yes. Yeah, that's the thing, like... Who the heck? Oh, are you kidding me? Oh shoot, I need to actually... Ooh, if I lose the Orient, I'm gonna be like this. Alt F4. Hey, thanks for the follow, Dose. You don't have to. You'll know when I go online when I post in Discord.
Wait your command.
The archer. But yeah, I definitely need to turn my Orient around as soon as I can. It's just asking for a crit or some explosion. I don't know. That's also a Mad Cat, which is also kind of scary. Go here. Or you're the one that actually wasn't paying attention to which one got through the armor of the rear. Go there. Wait, is it down or is it? No, I think it's still up. Of course, it's making itself hard to hit. What's that thing in the far distance? Eh, that's not bad odds. Oh yeah, that's enough odds. Did that take out its entire right side?
Standing by.
I wasn't paying that enough attention. Okay. Against you is... No, Artemis is still better.
Aye, aye.
Oh no, that's not the... Wait, do I not see it? Oh, wow. That is diabolical. It's like you have to protect me, so it hides behind one of their units. I mean, it's smart. Definitely pretty smart. Right, since it's already paying that, it's like, what better way to protect me than using you as a meat shield?
Roger that.
Evil and diabolical, but these are Laren officers? I just didn't read the... Oh. It's not that surprising.
Oh joy. Yes, Commander.
Yeah, definitely not surprised there.
Confirmed.
Go.
But we definitely done plenty of assassinations tonight on this system alone. Pretty funny.
SRMs.
I hear ya.
But I could definitely understand why Procrastic is like, I need a break. It could definitely be quite exhausting after a while. It's pretty mortal though. I'm also dedicated a mech to bring a moving cover shield. I'm assuming you have things like combat shield, hard gel, you know, things that makes it really hard to kill. Go after you. The rest I could just snipe with my rail guns.
Flamer's empty.
Commander?
And of course, if you get enough stealth, they do pretty well as a whole. With assassination targets, so you get these rockets. Wow, that's a very close seat. Eep is a shield bearer.
No short-range missiles remaining.
It should be. I mean, shields give what? 20? Well, I think the 10-ton one gives you what? 25% reduction damage. And then once you start getting things that provide you... Who's next? Templar. Oh, those odds are not great. But apparently it doesn't matter. We still took out his hand. It's not in great shape.
Ready for orders.
Yeah, with like enough stealth and everything, and something that repairs itself, it becomes a nightmare to kill. Like before I got railguns, my vehicle only lance couldn't handle a dreadnought very dreadnought very well. Just because they can't do enough damage to like offset its repair. That's because of my the problem is me.
What can I do for you?
And the sad thing is currently my
Here we go.
head injured. You're not getting a turn. Oh shoot, that's a oh, I was like, really? There was a Fafner down there? I'm like, I thought I would see it. No, it's a Hollander. To wait for a Hollander's like, yeah, I'm getting out of here. Adeptus, yeah, Hardened Pharaoh is crazy. If you don't have the right team, you just can't kill it. Like, you just can't. Because, like, at least with, what do you call it? At least with hard gel, you might be able to crit those, they might explode, and then you could do some damage. But hardened, I mean, it's possible to crit it, but it takes a lot more work. I don't know what's up with that Hollander. He's just bailing. It's like, screw this. Like, the reason why I don't like relying on stealth is that all it takes is one shot, right? One bad shot that happens to hit you, and then you're like, goner. Or your mech is a goner. At least if you rely on it. Looking at this, have 7 minutes. You are one of the primary dangers. With the light PPC gone, it will help. But yeah, ever since I got railgun, it's like a lot of these enemies like psh, easy. I think to crit harden, you need to either break the limb or crit the center torso hard. Yeah, you have to crit the center one, which we saw happen, but it's so unlikely, right?
Affirmative.
It's not impossible, but oof. You have to work hard to make that work.
Target confirmed.
Like, how much damage reduction have you been able to stack?
On the move.
Because I would imagine if it get hit by a railgun, it's still gonna hate it. Like, even if you get what?
Target eliminated.
I just don't know how much you could stack. So even though it's not super well armor medium. I mean, at the end of the day, it really depends on what you're facing, right?
On the move. Full speed.
Some weapons, it could tank 1 or 2 unlucky shots. Even from railgun?
By.
I'll be impressed if I could handle railguns. Railguns are like a whole different matter.
Affirmative.
I'm just not missing much, am I? It would still probably die too. It's only medium. Yeah, that's the thing, right? And I say railguns because, like, for example, you have
Firing all weapons.
capture bases and destroy bases. You could have and attack and defend.
Got it.
You could have those, railgun turrets that are really nasty on it.
A lot of long-range missiles, Commander.
Because they're not easy to deal with. I'll probably not move my longbow that far out. I already lost one of its arms fairly recently.
Double time. Let's go.
But like 8 to 9 and... Okay. But that's the thing, like, it's all odds, right? Like, I could have 99.1% chance of hitting and there's still a chance to miss. I've never really deployed it outside of a forest. Okay, so you have a dish though.
Move.
Like for my lands, most of the time it's a matter of bad luck, right? Or just not knowing enough. Like if I deploy in a dangerous location, rip. I'm screwed. And it's a jumper, so I usually keep it out of line of sight of railguns. Sure. I want to take a chance. Doesn't. This is 57.
Knowledge.
I mean, first it was a high chance of hitting, and secondly, it wasn't gonna break through that. So that might be enough. I'm gonna wait like 3 minutes. Against physical attacks, it has about 23% damage resistance. I can tank an unlucky standard gauss or maybe even AC 20 hit. It wouldn't be a good shape, would it? Like for example, if those unlucky shot hit one of your legs, it probably wouldn't end well. Plus the 20 is not usually being outside of forest. I mean, 20 has to be pretty close too, so it's probably more of a player error if you get that close for those 20s too. Right? And plus you're staying out of line of sight, so I mean, I would imagine you would do really well with target acquisitions, right? You would just cap those, get out of the way, they can shoot all day, they can't hit you. If you have allies, that's perfect. They'll distract the enemy just long enough for you to cap all the zones and then just jump out. Like, my mechs are just too slow. Just don't be in or heavy gauss. I mean, it's weird. Like, once I move into like these higher difficulty, I don't see heavy gausses. Because I think there's a turret that has like 2 heavy gauss. Now, like, the turrets I see are very limited now. There's the Arrow 4 chassis, sniper artillery, long tom artillery, thumper artillery that has 2 thumper, and railgun. Like, that's it. Those are the 5. Like, there are no other variations. I feel like before there was a lot more. Yes, it would jump almost as good as a true lamb. I mean, saying lamb jumps is a bit weird when it looks like they could just fly. But that's probably just me. Hardened Gauss turret can have 2. Yeah. Like, I don't see those. Like, it seems like the higher you go, the less variety you can counter.
Why don't you dig how beautiful it is out here? Looks to me.
Alright. No, I haven't seen any Callips. Like, maybe I'm hitting at a top enough level that those don't even make it. A land boost. Rather than jumping, yeah. Right, kind of like Vito's. They have those boosters. But yeah, no, there's the 3 artillery, arrow, and railgun. That's it. Like, I don't see any other variety. I'm so glad she didn't die. That could have just been it. It's like, oh. Like, alright. Oh, F4. Rather than jumping. But I can't go nearly as far. I mean, it's just really cool if you're able to be very maneuverable. I did. Are they fighting back yet? Not yet. Are they trying to take Tharkad? No sign of it yet. Wait, how many missions did I do? I did 3. I should probably reboot just to be safe. I have to wait for this to finish loading. But yeah, to reach this area, fighting Clan has taught me a thing or two. They're definitely a lot nastier. They have more accuracy. They pack more weapons. Athens. Alright, let's actually reboot. I actually don't know if Dulce finished a mission yet. I don't know if that's 45 is like from me or if it's us combined. Yeah, we did well. I mean, it sucks that we had to rebuild the entire jump point. And honestly, we still have long ways to go. While we establish our foothold here. We need to grab enough so that Diner has to fight really hard to recapture all of those. I mean, there are too many things that could go wrong. We're probably way too ambitious. Because once it's nighttime, like once I go to bed, that's when designer companies are gonna start to become active. So there's like a pretty big window where we're just inactive. And that time is probably ideal for them to strike, because we wouldn't even offer up any resistance. Yeah, we'll see. It's a question of how much. I mean, if Procrastinate could come back and help a bit more, we might be able to do some like if we. The thing is, there aren't that many systems around here. If we capture enough, there'll be a lot more adjacency bonuses for us, and it will make it harder for them to take it back. But if they're determined, they can do so. And they have every advantage. Every single advantage. And yeah, right now, with the way they program it, defending is not worth it. Like, fortifying just doesn't get you enough to really benefit from it. It's far better to go on the attack and make your opponent have to work to retake things. If we didn't have the setback we experienced, we probably could have went a lot further. Oh well. Important thing is, we tried. And there's no point literally no point losing sleep over this. And for this, let's just put that. Still gotta wait. Now, if we have more members and we're able to continuously push, like pass it on to another group who could keep doing it, that'd be great. We don't have that. We're kind of a late burst kind of. All right, we have a battle. Is this also a battle? No, that's Burrock, so that's like the wrong group. Oh shoot. Great. We have this, so now I don't know if I have any missions. If I had just one more day. Wow, that sucks. That's like not worth anything. We have recovery. Oh, we have another capture. Oh, capture is worth more, so I do that. And they're fairly quick. God damn, this new commute has turned me into a normie. like what's your definition of a normie? Like, you just like mainstream, just become like conform to. Oh, okay. So Dulce just finished the. Nice work, Dulce. Sleep schedule wise. Oh, okay. Oh, do you have to go to bed? You have to go to bed. I understand. Even on weekends, I can't really stay up much past midnight. I mean, if you had to go to bed, I understand. I appreciate that you stay here. I know my time zone is like terrible for most people to watch. I understand. But yeah, nice work, Dulce. You say you have one more mission and you got it done. I will get it to 100% and then I will keep grinding away and see how much progress. Let's see how much damage I could do. I don't have to, but I am really tired. I would definitely advise you prioritize your health over my stream. You can always catch my stream. Health is something you don't want to sacrifice. Yeah, if you need to go to bed because you can't keep your eyes open. I mean, trust me. Nice work. I'll keep chugging along and see what I can do. Maybe procrastinate can help with a mission or two later. Get some rest. You earned it. Station. I'm hoping to see our hold expand tomorrow. Well, we'll see. Wait, are there no? Okay. Okay, so there's only turrets right now, and I don't like our positioning. Oh, it's this map. Okay.
You betcha.
Oh yeah, if you had to go to bed, I totally understand. I have tried to stay up for some stuff, and my eyelids don't listen. I just start dozing off. You know those dozing off where your head just starts bobbing up and down? Yeah, that's what I'm doing. That wasn't even enough damage to get it to red. These arrow 4s are really tanky. Oh, better get rid of that. It's a threat. Wait, what? Oh, okay, no, that's obstructed, not... I was like, wait, there are enemy companies? Or mechs? Yeah, that wasn't quite enough. I mean, not that surprising.
Crazy. I mean, like, so many positive ways. Maybe we can't lose. You're on.
Let's get rid of that. Not the most efficient use, but at least make sure I get rid of some of these as opposed to leave some of them. Wait, what? Oh, that's a thumper. Because it has 2 weapons. Once you fight enough of these, you sort of know. Sort of. No. Got rid of that. We have the 2 other turrets, which are much harder to get at, mind you. Especially when one of them is an arrow. I don't want to use the rockets. It's not a great use.
What's up, boss?
Can you not move further? Rip.
Hauling ass. Firing on target.
Yes, hit that bandit. That's why I pulled it ahead. It kind of went worse. Went fairly well, all things considered. Yeah, our biggest challenge is logistics. But if we get a firm hold, like if they don't oust us from this area, when we get up tomorrow, they are screwed. Because we will reinforce and eliminate them. But their survival hinges on whether or not they could just... They don't have to win, they just have to send us packing from this region. And they will have probably survived.
Target neutralized. Yes, command.
And the funny thing is, a lot of other factions assume that we're here to stay. Like Davian was asking about our intentions.
Yes, command.
Like I don't think they realize that we haven't got a solid foothold yet. We got a foothold, but it's still very shaky. Say at the very least. I wouldn't say we're out of the woods yet.
Full speed. Waiting on you, Commander.
Now, if I don't want to move them down too much, high ground is just really good to have.
Copy that.
Capture it. I actually don't know where the wait, I think the reinforcements will come in this direction, I think. I don't know. Nerdo. Hey, Libby. How are you doing? How are you doing? I haven't seen you for a while. I mean, to be fair, my streaming time is probably not favorable for you. But hey, hope you're doing well.
Spaniel.
Okay, so there's 4 of them. I'm awake at 6 AM, so yeah. Like, was it by choice or something to just wake you up? Maybe a cat or... Yeah, let's... Wait, who's the other one? Bandit. Maybe I could get them to attack it.
Here it comes.
Yeah, 6 AM is a little... I mean, it kind of depends on your work schedule.
Drinking wine and eating peas and catching some rays, you know.
Yep, I can't attack any of those. The angle is just off. Really off.
Copy that.
This implies any of us have any choice in anything. Well, you could choose. Well, you have a choice to either sleep in or not. I think you have at least that much.
It'll be done.
Now maybe you don't get that choice every day. What are you, a free will advocate? That's illegal. Oh, sorry if it's illegal where you live.
Tickled. Live to serve. Double time. Let's go.
Yeah, those are not terrible. Let's put some mines. Let's cook it. I don't know.
I hit something good.
I mean, I'm definitely not an advocate of anything. I promise you that much. Incendiary. I'm more thinking, oh, Canada being derp.
Aye, aye.
We can be derpy at times. At times. Other times we're just sad. But
Affirmative.
that's like a whole different topic.
Out of SRM.
Bye.
I mean, Canada is just weird. Anyways. You probably know this.
Punching all the buttons.
I don't even know how people rate Canada nowadays. Long has gone the days when Canada is like widely respected. I was arrested for calling his 14-year-old in jail. Maybe.
Double time. Let's go.
I mean, we have some crazy things.
Target confirmed. Target.
Ready for
I mean, I will make no comments because I don't know enough of it. Yeah. I mean, let's just say that certain movements went too far in the other direction, and now it's like, what the hell is this world we live in? But to be fair, our country isn't the only country that's going on. What is this mess?
Onward.
You did maple syrup though. Do you like maple syrup? Like actual maple syrup? Not those things that people synthesized from chemicals to make it seem like maple syrup. There's a difference.
Awaiting orders.
Oh, it's such a climb up.
Silco?
Yeah, I'm not even gonna. Is a Phantom Mech because you still have.
Roger that.
I mean, in theory, it's still a bit early to have that 20-minute cooldown at your dress. If you don't like maple syrup, you aren't human. No. There are good and bad maple syrup.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, like,
I can understand if someone, you know, gets
Watching my heat.
like non-authentic maple syrup. Right? They make something and they're like, this is maple syrup.
I hear
I mean, that's more of an insult. But no, maybe you get what I'm saying. Yeah, some things are not maple syrup. They might have labels saying it, but yeah, no, they're not. Sorry.
Primitive. Taking the shot.
Waiting for orders.
You can. I'm not even gonna bother.
Your spaniel.
Of course, it hides along the border, so I can't get behind it. Sure, but I live in glorious EU, so chemical replacements are illegal. Well, aren't you lucky?
Good to go.
By the way, what's going on with that
Pedal to the
vaccine that was claimed to cause blood clot?
hurry.
Seems to be creating quite the stir. Apparently, good coffee makers. Apparently.
I'm telephoning you from Go more negative waves.
I mean, like, yeah, EU is not without its crazy things, that's for sure. Don't worry, I will blow up the ammo and then close everything. All vaccine cause side effects. Yes. But what is this one? That's vaccines. I mean, to be fair, vaccine also have the 2 to 3 years long-term test before they're released, which we don't have it now, right? Right now, the people getting it are the tests. He is just being. I mean, I feel like that explained the whole world, but sure. It's definitely nothing new for the whirlwind. It feels like every single day the rain is falling. I mean, the sky's falling. Rain is of course falling. That was a bit redundant on my part. And see the angles. I mean, UK is in full-scale vaccinations. Okay. And meanwhile, here in Canada, we don't have enough. But hey, we have maple syrup, so that will make everything go well.
Roger that.
What is this world we live in? Sometimes I'm like, ugh.
Taking this up.
But you know, just panicking. I mean, the scary thing is, it doesn't even feel like we're making any progress. Because yes, we could deal with one variant, but if another variant comes out, we're like, what are we gonna do? It took a year, a ton of lockdowns, for us to get to the point where we're able to tackle one variant. What if a more dangerous variant comes out? just feels like we're not doing too well in terms of. We'll get through this. No worries. You player. Huh. Same mortality, same pathology. COVID is just flu. I mean, to be fair, your Finns have dealt with a lot more things. Flu is probably the last thing you worry about, right? Like for instance, World War II. Yeah, they fight the Soviets. That didn't go too well. Or I thought there was another system that was Theron, Federated Sun. Oh, are they taking Federated Sun territory? Oh, they're active now. Okay. Or just you drink hot tea and stay inside for a few days. That's hard to do for a lot of people. Okay, don't have to worry about that. Someone was there. Theron's working on that. Wait, what's Una adjacent to? Not easy to see here, unfortunately. Una is adjacent to Umoy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so 8 of those systems. Let's go to New Athens. Or I just panicked and could not deal with common flu, and here we are. I mean, they're panicking because it's killing one age group a bit faster than the flu. And I mean, to be fair, the group that's mostly infected is also the group that has a larger proportion that comes out to vote. So, if you're a politician and you want to get votes, you'll want to right? If they want votes, they want to get on their good side. Solo duo, don't care. Escort. Joy base. Let's just do this then. Yeah, it's common flu that survives in hotter climates. Nothing new. Every microbiologist could have told us this was coming since 70s. I mean, to be fair, right? A lot of people thought this would be like the Spanish flu. Now, Spanish flu was nothing like the flu. Well, what's your opinion? Do you think the Spanish flu was also exaggerated? Do you think it was also merely a flu that cures a virus but doesn't kill it? It mutates to a variant. Wait, what are your thoughts on the Spanish flu then? If you have an opinion. Oh, it's capture base. Nice. Like that.
Command interface initiated.
Spanish flu was cause and effect in work compared to modern day. Are you sure? Because they said the Spanish flu was more dangerous because it didn't affect old people. It affected young working age people. And the fact that it happened during war means that it spread much more. Or become interconnected, virus went funny. Yeah, but that one actually killed. Like, actually killed able-bodied people
Now I want ice cream.
pretty
Hey, man,
easily.
I'm about to put you onto something very good, and you are giving me a problem.
Right, that's a scary thing. Like, compared to that, compared to the Spanish flu, COVID is probably more tame when you think about it. Of course, they did say that Spanish flu originally wasn't serious, but then World War I kind of changed that. Our common flu kills. Yeah, no, but this kills much quicker. I mean Spanish flu, not COVID.
Your spaniel.
Yes, come on.
I don't know. Maybe we're reading different things about Spanish flu.
Well, our armies are advancing so fast and knocking themselves out to be heroes.
Like the other difference is common flu has been around so long, right? That's why it's called common. I don't think how you can get any faster than a few days. No, I meant like it kills quickly. At least much quicker than the flu. I mean, for most people, the flu, right? A bit, a bit of a fever, some coughs, some sniffles, you're done. It's faster killer than Ebola. Is it? If you're nerve flu, you die to it. While most people don't see any symptoms. So,
What can I do for you?
and it's like least of their worries. We have Orion and we have a Kingfisher. I have to wait. Oh shit, I just don't know where the enemy reinforcements are gonna show up here. You have to take it easy and sit around sleeping a lot in warm or die. That. I think for most people they don't have to. It's just not common knowledge. I mean, I feel like the lockdown was a good proof of how well people can handle being locked in locations. In order to get better and not spread it to others.
Heading out. Full speed. Locked on target.
We live in a crazy world. That's for sure. Hey, what's surprising? What's new?
Time to unload.
Orders.
I imagine a lot of COVID deaths are from the simple fact that you don't act like always. That. What does that mean? And then some smart person start making up. Huh? And now I'm just confused.
Good to go. Aye, aye.
I mean, to be fair, from conversations, you don't trust a lot of things. you seem more likely to believe, I guess, what other people will see as conspiracies. Sure, those exist, but only if you don't treat it.
No short-range missiles remaining.
I mean, I don't know enough to be like, you're right or you're wrong. No. Gonna leave it at that.
You got decapitated.
I mean, now I get why you say there are lots of people who would ban you from their chat. That's the thing, right? A lot of people are uncomfortable talking about these topics. And treatment is taking it easy and do vitamins and hot drinks. You're asking a lot from people who believe that wearing. Okay, do you believe in wearing a mask?
Welcome to my outfit.
How about let's ask that. Do you believe that people should be wearing a mask? Asians don't understand that. Not a lot of people understand that. Asians? What do you mean by Asians?
Inflicted some heavy damage. Out.
Like that claim seems really off. Because when you look at countries that wear masks and care about sanity, a lot of Asian countries are probably doing better than Western. It's absolutely alien to vast majority of the world. I have to deal with that minefield. Thanks, Alex. you are very helpful.
Throttle.
You get that last torso.
That hit something.
I mean, they never have seasonal flu. They're saying that they have it all year long? I mean, climates are also different. Really, this wolfhound. Actually, what's annoying about that is my railgun shot might miss and hit my bandit. So let's actually get you out of there. Come on. You have to take a slight detour. They get sick. Spread it around. Common flu is a rarity in Japan. I mean, I feel like that mentality sees them discovering more illnesses than Western countries, where people tend to wait until something is horribly wrong, then they go to the doctors.
Come on,
Self-isolate it pretty much.
Have a little faith, baby. Have a little faith.
Yeah, no, for
Have a
Japan they
little
do
faith,
things
trust
just
in
differently.
your beautiful people.
Roger that.
Crazy.
Right, they wear masks.
Standing by. On the move.
Bye.
I mean, to be fair, a lot of Asian countries have been heavily influenced by Western culture.
Waiting for orders.
A lot of the things you're talking about are actually from the West. They adopted it because temp is near always over too hot. This isn't bad enough weather in the island states to ever get flu. I mean, flus operate in different ways. Some flu could probably handle different climates.
What's up, boss?
It really depends on where they originate. Because one of the biggest issues for a lot of people is the fact that
Good to go.
wait, I don't know where they are at. I will need to back and back again.
Come on, negative
Right?
waves.
A lot of these flus are literally
Going.
you know, we pass some variant to animals, animals pass it back,
Onward.
and with enough mutations, one of them happened to not
Rolling.
work out too well for the rest of us.
Chasing for
Hey,
impact.
that's just life. Unless you don't get flu.
I've got
Well, not the flu we're familiar with.
are heading your way.
But hey, I'm no microbiologist, so I don't know. Okay, so we have a yellow jacket. Wow, that just screwed up horribly.
Ready for orders.
Like, horribly. That pathing is like, yeah, no.
Primitive.
Not gonna work.
Target acquired.
For sure, people can wear masks if they feel it makes them feel better. It still doesn't work scientifically.
Got multiple weapons.
Because... why?
Yes, come on.
Alright, you're facing the wrong way, so you can't. Yeah, 92.7. That's worth 6 evasion. These beetles don't survive.
Commander.
Actually, the mines are kind of redundant. You know what? Why not?
Alright.
Feel like it. There isn't any but what. Sorry, I didn't get that at all.
That hit something good. My flamer is empty.
Like-
Heavy fire.
Confirmed.
Like, you probably have studies to back it up, right?
Confirmed.
I see why it doesn't work.
That's a kill.
Because I will admit, just mask alone isn't enough. But for a lot of people, wearing a mask is an improvement over what other thing they could go through. Mask is point. Simply do not work against COVID.
You crazy? Guy's gotta be a full fanatic freak, otherwise he would have split out of this town 20 minutes.
Why doesn't it work?
Tanks are faster than any other tanks in theater of
You have to tell me about the study.
Always
Because I haven't read the study. And after the stream, I probably won't be like, oh, I better go search up the study that was mentioned by Libby. It doesn't quite interest me enough that I'm like, I'm gonna do exactly that.
All out of LRM.
Wait your command. Move.
Commander.
What's the time? I need 2 more minutes. Or maybe less than that. Yep. 1 minute 20. So what have they done? Have they reduced? No. Wearing a piece of cloth in front of your face doesn't protect you from the most infectious flu variant ever. That's not really high science. But let me ask you this. If you're not wearing a cloth in front of your face, and you cough and sneeze, right? Because as you said, people don't stay home. Does that mean there's a higher chance of it spreading? Plus, I have yet to see a single person in media use one properly, so they always touch it. Yeah, that's the thing. Them not able to use it properly, like, does it slow it down? Like, for example, let's say you got COVID, right? And then if you go outside and you cough, you don't wear a mask, do you think you'll spread faster than if you wore a mask? No, masking simply don't. COVID goes straight through it. Is it? Like even medical masks? You know, the one that doctors are supposedly using.
Go to critical. Out of SRM.
Or do those also not work on the insect? I mean, they still need to get through something, Libby. I would agree. Maybe you need like certain masks. But like, based on what you're saying, then for doctors, they're gonna get every single disease that they come in contact because
Locking on target.
none of their protective gear does anything.
Inflicted some heavy damage.
Like what's the point then? Why are they wearing their? Why are doctors wearing their masks and their protective gear if none of it works?
Critical hit.
Reserve.
A beautiful bridge, and it's gonna be there.
Can't reach it. Use a medical mask and have access to. And it's different from slapping a pea. I mean, that's like not washing your hands. That's a whole different topic. Like, based on what you're saying is that masks can work. It's just that without everything else like education stuff, you're basically hoping that these inexperienced people could somehow have the tools to prevent it. But in a way, I think masks are also there to make people feel a bit safer. Because, you know, people panic very easily. Like, it's the end of the world, we are all gonna die.
Reporting critical hits.
Will be done.
Right? The problem here isn't masks. The problem here is they assume ordinary people are smart enough to use it to the point where it can actually help them in some way or form. Variance in infection rates. I mean, some of these I honestly think is more of a placebo effect than anything. They're more of a placebo than like
Heavy hits.
this 100% works. If that makes sense. People need something to believe in.
Target.
Right? People are like, oh, I'm doing my part. Everything is gonna be alright. You know, that sort of thing.
Mission successful.
People are not supposed to be made feel better if there's action to be taken. It should be more reasonable and logical conclusion to them. Have you seen the ways people think nowadays? It's pretty nuts. Like, I mean, one thing. Actually, I probably shouldn't say it. So some of these are too controversial. I'm like, it's probably gonna land me in some deep waters. So I'm not gonna say it. But yeah, we live in a world where, let's just say that hoping that people can think for themselves and make the right choices is, or at least be open-minded, is asking a lot. Based on feelings on governmental level is, guess what? Fascism. I don't know. To be honest, all normal people are going to be banned by 2024 anyways. Given where we're headed, honestly, any crazy thing can happen. Cancel culture is raging like wildfire. Facts, like, but they're fighting back, as expected. Oh, it didn't have that much control to begin with. The Valerian company there. Having reasonable assumption is a ban. Nobody's fighting back though. Well, if you look at the school system, it's easy to see why. There's people who ignore it and people who are in it. And then there are people like you. Like, how do you categorize yourself, Libby, in all of this? I don't know why it always does that. Yeah, what? How will you categorize yourself? Alright, that's pretty apt. I mean, you are free to label yourself whatever. Do a battle. I don't think we could really hold on. We just don't have enough firepower. Like, do you feel woke? Do you feel like you're very different? Does that mean they're still targeting Tharkat? No, they're trying to hold on to the last bit of stronghold. I don't really have a solid political stance to go along with my beliefs other than leave me alone. So, I don't know. I'm in Canada. We don't. I mean, it also doesn't help that I'm not very like I don't like the idea of conservatism. I was laughing this woke in 2017. Nothing has changed really. Yeah, life is still a mess. You know, like conservatism. I'm like, what the hell?
Command interface initiated.
It just seems like it's so polarized. It's either one side or the other. It's a messy. Got this deployment. Probably somewhere here would be good. I don't have to run all the way across the map to meet them.
I heard there were aliens buried in the ice. I got icicles growing in all
Okay, they're
over
right
the place.
there. They start making about people.
Look, baby, I'm kind of hung up. I need about...
Should have brought it.
Maybe. I think it's one of those problems where people originally have good intentions, so they fight for a movement, and then
Heads up, Commander. Got hostile.
and then what ends up happening is some crazy people hijack the movement and then start to, you know,
Holding.
Hey, Kelly, what the hell's going on?
turn away too far where it doesn't belong, and then that's the world we live in. I mean, if it's supposed to be normal, why can't you act normal then? I mean, some of these... Yes, some of these are complicated. They're... I don't think, like, for some of these, I don't even think that science does a good job explaining them. Because 0 points acting stupid or silly. I mean, to be fair, like a lot of these people are questioning their own identities. So they're also young enough that they're not making the best choices. More attention. Alright. People want to get noticed. I don't think that ever changed. Like, people want attention, want fame, want something to make them feel significant, even though it's like,
Acknowledged.
really? These odds. Let's try that.
Welcome to my Alpha Strike.
Now they are trying to force that to be law. Yeah, no, we keep shifting on
Yes, Commander.
in the wrong direction. Let's just put it that way.
Got it, Commander.
It's a messy world we live in. Marauder. Okay, let's go with Marauder then. Good.
One less target.
I guess that's why you got riled up when I was talking about free will. Life, truth, and pursuit of happiness.
See, all the tanks we come up against.
I mean, they
are
don't
bigger and
pursue
better than
it,
ours.
so.
So that all we can hope to do is like scare them away.
It's one thing to say something. It's another to be like, yeah, this is what we will actually do.
Oh, man.
And that's literally that.
Still up.
Orders. Roger, full speed.
And one of the issues is that it's living in a messy world. That is not what I need.
Copy that.
And none of those after being happy or free. I mean, they probably don't know what's happy and free. Like a lot of these things happen because
Commander?
people don't know their identity. They're so confused as to what they need to do with life. It's a pretty messy thing when you really get into it. Forcing others.
No short-range missiles. Waiting on
See,
you, Commander.
I mean, let's put it this way.
Got it.
They are probably forcing these because, you know, it's
Got it.
like human envy at its finest, right? It's like, if I'm unhappy and I'm suffering, then everyone else must also suffer. It's one of those where if I can't be happy, nobody can be happy. They know, but pretend they deserve more.
Daniel.
No, they don't know. A lot of people are very confused nowadays. They don't know what they want in life. They confuse a lot of things. That's why a lot of people join cults, because they're so malleable.
Throttle.
They're willing to believe just about anything. It's a pretty sad world we live in.
Acknowledged.
The problem is Republicans don't do that. They don't leave people alone. If they did, I will applaud them, but they haven't been doing that at all. They're no different from the
speaker here, and when we go into battle, we play music very loud.
Democrats. They're like, we are going to make our corporate overlords very happy. No, they don't. No, yet they don't. They don't leave people alone. I'd be impressed if they did, but unfortunately, that's not the case. You're giving them too much credit, Libby. Democrats and Republicans are literally two sides of the same coin. Just because you flip to the other side doesn't make them any more different. They call out different things, but they do things so similar that at some point you're like, yeah, they're basically the same. Actions are alien. They are pure talk. Actions are alien to... No, they take action. They take actions that benefit those who lobby. And they do things against, you know, ordinary Americans. I don't even know. Maybe just that.
All out a long-range missile.
Orders. Wait. Live to
Both of them are bad, okay.
punching all the buttons.
This is basically saying which side is worse. The side that's willing to just run everything down to the ground, or the side that wants to create the chaos so that everyone suffers.
Move. Attacking from position.
I mean, what else was he? What else was he gonna do?
On it. Locking on.
Well, then it's the guy who caused the biggest crisis in modern. Okay, let's be fair here. There's already a crisis brewing before Biden even comes in. Like, we're not saying that, oh, Biden came in, now we have this crisis. No. That crisis was brewing this whole time.
I hear ya. Don't need to tell me twice.
It was merely a question of which president will be unfortunate enough to inherit it in its, you know, once it's fully develops. I don't think so. You're a supporter of his, so you're gonna say everything. And to be fair, you also watch outlet that's pro Trump. So like, tried to accuse him during the 4 years.
Ready. I'll race ya.
I mean, American law is just a mess.
Standing by.
But yeah, I don't think we're gonna get anywhere. I'm a realist, dude. I mean, you're getting your news somewhere, and I just don't know how reliable they are. And I'm not here to say you're wrong or I'm right or whatever. Honestly, I couldn't care less.
Standing by.
I have other things I have to worry about. And you're saying Trump wasn't? Those Atros. Not quite those. Just someone who shares a slightly different, okay, actually fairly different view. I mean, I'm open to it. Look, a Democrat. Don't get too heated, okay? Both of you are alright.
The mother beautiful bridge. And it's gonna be...
I mean, to be fair, Libby probably got banned from plenty of channels that claims he has is a troll, so it's probably not new.
We got a loudspeaker here. When we go into battle,
Only
we play
3
music
minutes.
very
You are
loud.
not going to hit anything because I'm not gonna get line of sight.
Calms us
I'm
down.
banned from everywhere. Probably. You're probably banned from places you're like, I'm banned? I'm surprised that Steiner is more active now. Interesting. That was before. Oh, we have a daisy cutter. Okay, that should end it. I just have to wait for the cooldown to go off. It's almost like something poke the Steiners. Oh, to make them active? Yeah, I don't know what's going on those. I mean, they flipped Psych. I mean, they remove. Well, not yet, Libby. Like, there's gonna be a season 1.5 where the Blake will exist. Naturally, now all the Born factions have players. We know nothing, we did nothing. Alright. I mean, to be fair, Burrock, Davian, we're already poking at them. We just gave them a little push. Nothing serious. Oh yeah, I honestly don't know how much they'll fight back. It's gonna be pretty nuts. Because they just have to push us off. And then Burrock Rogues will probably do the rest, and then that's it. Like, literally. Have to wait another minute. Honestly, if we get pushed off this time, it's like, yeah, that's it. Our map is derpy. Hopefully not enough. Will be pretty boring to go through the... We're gonna do it again? Oh, that'd be madness. But during Thark Siege, they retook like 5 systems max per night. We have 6. Oh, well, we had 6. We had 6. I think they got a few more members since last time, so because I remember Rose sign up, there were like at least 2 new members.
Successful.
So it's possible until kids come home from school and ruin all the planning. I feel like Libby will make a great parent. But Libby already has a cat, so no need for kids. Same. Right, Libby? They want Zeus and they want to give me... Honestly, I don't care enough. Zeus isn't that valuable. Stealth. Oh, I actually thought they had a heavy Gauss rifle. The next L. Oh wow, 3 of these stacked together. Hell yeah, money. Yeah, that's 1.35 mil right there. That's like almost half of my expenses. But yeah, gonna try to do the best I could, and then ain't no way I'm bringing kids to a world where nuclear power is bad and people believe coal mines are dirty. Okay. Yeah, no. Yeah, try to explain to your kids why the world is so crazy. I mean, to be fair, coal plants isn't that much. I mean, it's kind of compared to a lot of other things. It's not like that much dirtier, clean. Okay. Yeah, dolls, you feel out of. There's been this Laren company here forever. 9%. New Athens, I actually did 1 mission there. Literally a 6th grade science experiment, how to extract CO2 from there. Do I want to do... Man, do you have another further or 30. I'm probably not wrong. But right now, I just don't know enough of this. See, that's the thing, right? Like for a lot of these things, like people start arguing, and sometimes I'm like, do these people really know what they're arguing? I need to reboot this, by the way. Because for a lot of things, I feel like people argue when they don't know enough. And then, you know, things get heated. And then people start using emotions, start calling names, politics. It gets messy. Yeah, those, don't worry, this normally, I mean, it depends. If Libby wakes up early, we might have this. and honestly, it's a good dose of reality. Just have different views. Like I don't dislike Libby for those views. Like everybody's free to what they believe in. Yeah, that's what's called good old-fashioned fun. What, name calling? I'm like, I said a lot, so I don't know which one you're referring to, but sure. And those, there's one other thing. Like, you gotta remember that before with Tharkat, Laren Company only took that much because they had this bubble. They also have that area around Clinton. So they were, you know, they were split up. Now they only have this one area that they could concentrate. So I'm expecting a lot more resistance. Hey, Memory. How are you doing? First day of work day for me for the week. Alright. Good luck with it. Yeah, last stand. Yeah, that's probably for them. They're like, we're gonna do everything. Enjoy work, Memory. If your boss is ever unhappy, just sing him a song, like happy. Make your boss happy, and then your rest of the work week will go better. I'm sure. Fighting over internet because nobody has anything on the line. And not only that, but people get to be anonymous, right? Can't wait for the Rio versus map. What do you mean by Rio? Like the reset? The pure cancer that follows. I mean, people can do horrible things when they're able to remain anonymous. Someday I'll have a faster system that will load these faster. It definitely feels like I'm on the slow end. Real PvP. Aren't there like skirmishers or whatever? Skirmishes. I guess it's broken. I heard multiplayer was terrible for Battletech, and nobody wants to get into that mess. Technically, Battletech can support that feature. Technically. I mean, a lot of things in theory. Yeah, no, I heard multiplayer was awful. I mean, at least, I mean, you can still get toxic. Bleh, can't speak. Just ignore me. It gets hard. Some of these priorities are awful. But hey, at least I have some missions to run. Alright, I forgot to finish repairs. A bit too eager there. A little too eager. Do that. This. The thing is, if Steiner doesn't kick us out completely, they will have lost because tomorrow we are going to go in full force. Considering the hot mess the base game is comparatively unplayable when taking Roguetech. And what's that? The other mod that. Okay, Steiner took back Leon. How many companies do they have? I feel like they have quite a few, which is not common. Okay, they have 2. I mean, we only have 1, so 2v1, they still have the advantage. But if they're going after those systems, I mean, to be fair, a lot of games in their base is
Command interface initiated.
not that good. It really depends on the mods you use. I would not be surprised if some modder actually made a versus map. Like, already made it? Wait. What the heck are the... Okay, now I'm just confused. Okay, yeah, no, it's this map. Got it. It's okay, we wait for the work week, then exploit the exploited. Real working versus map with PvP. Well, we'll count on you to figure it out, Libby. Not flailing about with metadata.
I've got eyes on the target.
Just gonna...
Okay, it looks like we got some sort of
The annoying thing about this is that reinforcements literally show up right back there. So.
I'll go down the slot, Mo. You go down the right flank, Whiskey, you go down the left flank.
Escorts.
Don't break it up.
Get the angle on me.
Okay, our side is showing too where they're approaching from us. I haven't seen them. Which is odd because like technically we're well, I guess wait, that means they could see us. Must have better sensors. I mean, all I would need is hire the Chinese gold farmers for pittance and watch Roguetech maps cease to make sense.
Faint, pal. Image is light.
You just like to create chaos, don't you, Libby? You're a complete entropy supporter.
Yes, come on. Copy that.
You're an entropy supporter.
Given it.
Primary target damage.
Get rid of that.
One more for the scrappy.
Hey, where the Blake? I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. I'm too high on drugs to notice the war crimes.
Standing by.
There might be some truth to that, but that's not the point. Okay, let's throw some missiles that direction.
Enemy
Picking up a new
reinforcements
sensor
detected.
trace. Like enemy reinforcement.
I love how they don't show up immediately.
Double time. Let's go.
Or at least I can't see them. I need to get a little closer.
No chance, man. No, they both had it. One of them's in
Or
the
they
river, the other
could,
one's on the other side, burning.
That's good. Oh. Okay. So canonically, all WOB pilots are constantly high operate their mechs. I mean, they probably like World War II Germany had that, right? Where they were
Just running.
That's how they were able to make their advances early on.
I'm here.
They were very high on, I think, cocaine.
Got it, Commander.
And that kind of helped their combat capabilities. It's a pretty messy thing.
May I interest you in shelving armor? Needed in
Maybe try to get rid of these.
Commander.
I mean, I still have to deal with whatever's
Throttle.
up here. Probably gonna poke out, hit my units from the back. Which is never fun.
Good to go. Sprinting.
But yeah, definitely a lot of the things that we see in games and stuff are just influenced by real life, which is a terrifying thing. These are the same people who have cultists running around with nuclear charge in the stomach in case they failed or died. Okay, so we have 4 vehicles. Okay. That's actually fairly annoying to deal with.
Tango down. Commander.
Who do I... One or the other. I feel like that alicorn is a bit more dangerous, so let's focus on these guys. And that was the normal way of getting stuff done. The super soldiers. That didn't hit the alicorn one bit. Yeah, I need some flyers. My ground forces could probably deal with this group. Otherwise, climbing that is a nightmare. Well, unless they poke their head out. They don't have to.
Systems home. Looks like we gotta
But
find
yeah,
us
a lot of the
something.
times when you actually go into the lore, it's like, what the hell is that? And if that failed, they raise high patchwork militia and mechs with 2 advanced tech
You
for
gotta
others
hit
to
it
keep
point
up.
blank, and you gotta hit it from behind.
I mean, apparently,
Fast.
the clan invasion failed because clan decided to play with rules. I'm assuming Where the Blake just doesn't give a damn. And die ingloriously because writing was bad and none of the cannons can.
Someone in this thing, you don't get in this thing. I cut you out everything. I don't need you.
Yeah, people tend to do some... I mean, it really depends on who rolled it, right?
Copy that.
Some people are just not meant to write.
RMs. Out.
Yeah, being sandwiched like this is not great. But hopefully my flyers will draw the attention of those on top.
We got a loudspeaker here, and when we go into
Ooh.
battle, we play music very
To hit
loud.
something.
Kind of calms us down.
They're not great odds. Only slightly better than a coin flip, and I don't know how bad my coin flip odds are. What? Where?
Wait.
I mean, if such an invasion entity would flip to pure anarchy overnight.
Failed to connect.
Yeah, no, writing cannons for games requires a skill that not everybody has, and not everyone's gonna admit that they lack. Right? Who wants to say that? Oh yeah, I'm terrible at this. Oh, this is gonna be a long fight. Like, how would you write it, Libby? How would you write the lore? Or where the Blake? I mean, I'm glad they're poking their head out. Makes life a lot easier. Maybe sending flyer was a bit redundant. I mean, lore stops at Second Succession War. What's the Second Succession War?
What can I do for you? I read you, Commander.
Go here. Like, I don't know the lore enough, so you have to explain it to me. Oof, that was bad.
Not much armor left in that location.
Assuming it was the...
Affirmative.
At the heavy. Not fun. It destroyed literally every factory that's capable of making jump ship cores, and Comstar stops making more HPG stations. That's that. Game over. Why would they destroy those? And to be fair, people like to think of what if scenarios. They're like, what if this happens? Right? We kind of like to let our imagination run wild.
I mean, like, so many
Inner sphere is beyond and will die off in a decade. And then what? Periphery will just move in. Since writing is bad, Battletech continues. Maybe because people don't want it to end. There will be no periphery either. So just everyone dies. GG. Thanks for playing.
Holding.
Go here. And take out this Shotron. That means they could hit this area. Gallon, why not?
Locked on target.
The not get rid of these guys, the better.
Vehicle destroyed. My flamer is empty.
According to you, it would be dead space. There'll be like no more human beings.
Firing all weapons.
I hear ya. On my way.
I mean, that Owen, I don't know what that Owen's doing though. It's a little, oh, more than a little, it's pretty annoying.
Time to die.
If HPG stops being a thing, and it would, that's that. It would be robbing resources with few drop ships until those went down.
Taking minimal damage.
I mean, if HPG goes down, and then no one can do jump jets,
Wait your command.
I guess there would be a lot of people who would, you know, there'll be a long period of time where
All weapons.
all worlds are just
Like that shot.
doing their own thing. No contact. Like what, 70% of all planets rely on Oh, the colonies? Yeah, no, the majority of them definitely require, like, it's absolutely mandatory.
Roger that. Firing on target.
They have no ability of surviving on their own.
No joy.
Orders.
I'm taking way too long for this mission. To be fair, like, the messy one.
I'll meet you at the LZ.
A little dangerous.
I'm crazy.
Because I'm showing my rear to the other side.
Got decapitated.
Will be done. Confirmed.
But yeah, for a lot of those, it really feels like it's overpopulation. They just don't have enough room for people.
Reporting vehicle destroyed.
Clans roll in 300 years later to cherry pick what they want and install new cons to set on Earth, and then it's all clan.
Double time. Let's go.
Actually, if that were to happen, a lot of those planets will probably recover from nuclear war and stuff. They will actually be pretty inhabitable, I would think.
Affirmative. All weapons, go.
Get the right leg. Yeah, can you imagine being part of the clan and come back and there's like no one left?
Right. And look, you know, if those engines are turning over, we can sneak right off the edge of town. Nobody will hear us, right?
I'm ready.
Yeah, it would be pretty crazy.
Ready for
Like, they think they're destined to reclaim it and there's nothing left to reclaim. And I love how the evac zone is like at a lower elevation. Humanity stopped being viable. Space in inner sphere just wasn't enough.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Would that be the case?
Got it. Yes, Commander.
I mean, it's possible. Since writing is bad, things keep happening, right?
That's the kill.
Yes, Commander.
We hit the Owen. We got what? 5 succession wars, clan invasion, and jihad. I mean, who write these? Like, I'm not accusing them of anything. I mean, I recall you and Adeptus mentioned how some of them were fans and some of them were
Orders.
other things.
Really hurt. Target is flying.
Like for instance, for vanilla,
Ready.
you have the organ restoration. Like, what happens afterwards? There was like literally nothing written about it. You know, it's almost like, yeah, that thing happened, but GG. Happily ever after. Until finally some dirt pulled the plug on HBG, and that was that. I mean, they were heavily.
Yes, come on.
And that's the other thing I don't quite get. Like what was stopping the other major houses from just outright invading Comstar?
Other tanks in theater of operations, forwards or backwards.
Like, it doesn't quite make sense to me
Roger, Commander. Attack
that,
on.
I mean, they got overpowered. And Comstar has the technology, right? They have Star League technology. Like at that point, they could just pick apart at it. Maybe initially they'll be afraid, but after a while they're like, ooh.
Locked on with all weapons.
All of it based on, I mean, Blackout's the end of the battle mech. All of it's based on the fact that HPG system work.
Yes, Commander.
Right? Like for example, if I was a leader of a major house, and I know that, you know, Comstar has all of this technology and has, you know, control over HPG, why would I leave it alone and run the risk of another faction being able to have it for themselves? It's just so odd.
Full salvo.
You don't just lose technology, a whole, and also they waited until the clan invasion before they start rebuilding it. It's like some of the technology stay with Comstar, right? Like not all of it was taken by Kerensky,
I live to serve.
which is just so, I don't get it.
Now, full speed.
Like the technology wasn't even lost, because how else is Comstar gonna defend themselves?
Mission success.
Using the technology used by other factions? I mean, they had their own military. I mean, all it takes is someone stealing one HBG and the other thing is, what was it? Like the Mackie, right? Like one group constructed it, and then suddenly everyone else is trying to get the blueprints, and through espionage everyone knows how to build it, and everyone could start building mechs. So given how long Star League lasted, why did none of the major houses use through espionage steal technology, right? They want to get stronger. There's no reason, right? It's not like Star League was only around 10 years. And so you can't gather enough to rebuild anything, right? It lasted long enough that all the major factions should have been able to at least put something together. Mackie, large laser, medium laser, 100 tons. Yeah, no, it. Some of it is like, huh. Okay. Sticks was. That's the OG loadout, 2 lasers. Yeah, no, it was its main selling point was that it had armor that could like eat shots. That was its main selling point. Right, it's meant to take hits well. It wasn't meant to be an actual damage dealer. I mean, it could be. But its main selling point is that it has all that armor, so it could take hits. And if you can't kill it, then even 2 lasers. Because I think at that point, they don't have to worry about heat dissipation. It's 2 lasers. I mean, BattleMech technology is universal at the end of Star League. You know, some of these are like, I don't know. It's like you look at it and be like, it's writing. Let's do this mission and I'll do the priority. But since writers wanted some para, chivalry, middle age, nerdery, that's what we got. Oh, so you did get injured. Alright. I mean, let's face it. Writing lore is not easy. Writing lore is like crazy tough. At least good lore, because you need everything to tie together, right? Like, how often have we encountered situations where, you know, people going in one direction and then they go in a different direction, and then they're trying really hard to explain this is why this happened, and you're like, that's just bad storytelling because they never planned that second thing. They just kind of put things together and be like, I hope it works. Yeah, consistent. Like, for a lot of people, they don't think all the way through, right? Like, for instance, maybe for a faction, they throwing a bunch of things. They're like, oh, this is pretty cool. And then it's like, how does it fit with everything else? They're like, I don't know. But yeah, like you said, consistency is the hard part. It's writing something that people are like, oh, that totally makes sense. These are Battletech writers' purpose. I mean, these might just be.
Let's get this over with so we can go swimming.
That's a pretty bad drop. It's a lot closer than I would have preferred, but.
Ready.
Definitely want to get rid of the carrier. And let's try to.
Firing at enemy.
And then I just need.
Flamer's empty.
This is a little too close for my liking. And since this only has 2 evasion, I'm not expecting it to survive. There's not even mentioning the fan base these people can. Oh, that missed. A bad mech is bad investment. I mean, whether a mech is bad or good depends on a lot of things, right? Oh, we're right on top of that unit? How does that even work? I don't even know what that thing is. Urban mech is designed to be cheap. But that's the thing, right? Like, if say your faction is dirt poor, because for example, a blackjack, right? It's got a really bad rep, but for its cost, for what it can handle, eventually they're like, oh, this is actually pretty good. Yeah, I wonder if this will crash the game. I don't know what happens when an enemy unit is on top of mine. This is might crash. Who the hell am I waiting anyways? Is there another lamp? If you are poor, you can't buy secondhand. Hope to do good.
Are so good.
Orders?
Or periphery makes no sense. They are poor because they are periphery. They're just trying to set a stage. That's all.
Out of short range.
Yes, Commander.
They're literally like, well, we gotta have these rich ones, right? They're trying to justify why certain factions are trying to, why periphery is envious of the inner sphere, and that Oh yeah, that place is the entirety of the resource flow.
Go on, get down into your hole.
Yeah, I wouldn't waste time trying to understand a lot of these.
There you go,
Uh,
more negative waves. Have a
So
little
the question is,
faith.
can this unit get out of there, or is it just stuck? That has to be a kobold. I've never had my own unit on top of an enemy unit. I've had it on my own unit. Okay, they can move. Goodness. What the hell is that?
Go through.
Oh, it's the gremlin. Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Who's shooting?
The whole point of Star League was because peripheries say... Yeah, no, the moment periphery starts rebelling is when everything went downhill very quickly. I'll actually spend this. The sooner I could get these guys out, the better. The Battletech follow any kind of logic, periphery will be rich after that.
Flamer is empty.
Yeah, with... Glad I missed.
Wait your command. Onward.
Oh yeah, by that logic. Right. They will control all the paths. I mean, what are you going to do? As inner sphere. You're kind of at their mercy. Are you kidding me? This thing still lives?
So. Position confirmed.
But yeah, let's not try to understand these through logic. That's asking that's asking too much. And next time I'm not gonna drop right there. It's a really bad idea. But hey, the whole universe is magic anyways. Or at least the Phantom Mech is. That's magic. Well, at least you got one more shot off, Ifrit. Yeah, close range is not what my lance is good at. I mean, 40-ton mech is magic. Oh, you mean like they started with Mackie and then they bring it down to 40-ton? Is super heavy even canon? Or do they belong to... This is the crazy thing that people have thought up of. Alright, are you going to... Yeah, I need to find that 22 initiative. Probably a lamb or something. Couldn't be a kobold. Kobold don't have the... Actually... Mech in real life. If it could stand its own mass in the first place, would sink on soil. Yeah, especially when you look at the terrain we play in, right?
Good to go. Yes, come on. Copy that.
That was really risky. I could have hit my dreadnought and it wouldn't end well. I mean, there are like marshes. I mean, I guess that's why they don't venture into deep water.
What can I do for you?
Let's deal with you. Wait, is that CT mounted railgun on an Orion? Yeah?
LRM, Commander.
Yes. Does it make sense? But that was never the plan. It even has 2 lasers. If I ever run out of ammo.
I mean, like, so many... Looks like we gotta find ourselves another...
I mean, it works.
Don't you dig how beautiful it is out here?
And you aren't going anywhere. Let's try to take out the Grand Dragon. You could carry like 12 rounds of ammo.
Good to go. Bottle.
It works. That's all I can say.
Confirmed. That's a miss.
Orders.
Can we hit the head again?
Nah.
The head.
Target confirmed.
I mean, all you really need is a real gun.
Going on my
Waiting.
More like all I really need is 2 real guns.
Affirmative.
Still don't know where that last enemy is.
Roger.
will be done.
Right? 2 real guns can go a long way.
Move. Before orders.
And I mean long. Okay, yeah, it is a lamb. What's the average damage anyway? Like 400?
Solid connect.
Receiving.
Yes, I'm pretty sure it's 400.
Target acquired.
Like,
Secondary acid is in hand and ready for
shoot. I didn't mean to actually retrieve it. That's not great. So up to 80 tons is instantly dead to it. I mean, I've killed king crabs from side shot, so, or from the front. So a lot of things just die to it. Yeah, see, 400.
Enemy down.
Commander?
Like even assaults, they come out not in a great shape. We have Sparky, we have you. I mean, you can't argue specifics about it. But if you miss half the mech and the other guy still has a rear gun, that's that.
Bon appetit. Go down.
The time, okay, 4 minutes.
acknowledged.
Let's send the rockets. But yeah, two railguns could get a lot of work done. Like a lot.
Out of SRMs.
I'm here.
But
Roger
I
that.
do think that you could potentially fit a railgun on the bushwhacker.
Not something you want done?
Since bushwhacker is and since a bushwhacker is medium, that's really terrifying.
Right. Hey, look, you know, if those engines are turning over, we
I
can
think you
sit
can
right
barely
up here
fit it
and
in,
nobody
but
will hear us, right?
I'm not sure if it's a specific variant.
Settle up.
What's the
All
weight
right.
on the snub-nosed railgun? I don't know of a snub-nosed railgun. Because I'm using a clan railgun. That's also a thing. Snub is lighter. Yeah, no, I haven't seen one, so I can't give you an answer to something I don't know. Like if I don't know, I'll just say I don't know. So yeah, if you can almost fit a clan, snub would fit, probably. Like for the railgun, it's not quite its weight. It's more of the slots to take up. Right? You need to make specific slots so you can fit it in. But once you do, man, that thing can take on anything. Now I probably wouldn't go for a bushwhacker railgun platform because it can't take hits very well. Like even my Orion, bad positioning or a little bad luck, It's on really shaky grounds. What the heck? I mean, you only need an engine gyro mod to fit it. Yeah. Well, then you also need the weight. So for mediums, it's and plus, not all of them excel at this, right? Carrying a railgun. Like for Orient, it has things like ignore evasion as quirk and stuff. So it makes it a really good candidate. Yeah. I mean, just run a 100 rated core and you got all the weight you want. But if it's too, see, that's the thing, right? Railguns require line of sight. If you're in a location where you don't have access to that, then you're kind of screwed.
Ready for order.
The asset is
Copy that.
Especially like urban. If you're barely moving, you are not going to hit anything. Mechanical 10, probably. You probably have to have those. Well, just 7 would do. I mean, they did nerf it, right? For the jump, for those jump jets, you no longer can turn. So when you jump, you're still facing whatever direction you were facing prior to the jump. So it does require more work. Barrier. Get this gremlin. I'm thankfully making enough that I could put off salvaging a lot of these until later. Boy. What did they take? Are they trying to get it to 100? I don't even remember the name of the system they took back. Oh, I must be late in my brain. Yeah, direction stuff, but average mech has enough torso rotation to fit entire OP4 after 2 turns. Okay, they took Stike. 90%. But yeah, sadly it is getting late, so I do have to end the stream here. Thank you, Libby, for hanging along. Thank you, Dose. If you're still there, Adeptus, thanks. I hope you're in bed, Adeptus, because rest is very important. Appreciate everyone who hang along. Means a lot. And I hope you have a good one. Always fun to scream at me. I don't feel like you were screaming. You have to use more caps lock if you're really screaming. Otherwise, I feel like we're just having a conversation, honestly. But anyways, I'm going to end the stream here. Thank you everyone for watching. Oh yeah, and Memory. Thanks for the lurk. Hope your workday goes well. You're probably busy at work, so you probably don't hear me. Alright. See ya, everyone. Have a good one. Bye.